Today's video is all about Artful Angel Zombies and KCC 15. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the KCC 15 Artful Angel Super Sponsor Hop. It is a collaboration, and so there is a play link listed in the description box below that you can click on and see all of the hop participants. I am working with 3 stamp sets from Artful Angel today. The first is Alive, and it's got 3 different zombies, and then some different sayings. Like, my favorite is, if the zombies chase us, I'm tripping you. Nothing personal. We have the Inside stamp set, and it's got kind of like a zombie couple here, and it says, they love you zombies, they love you for what's on the inside. Brains, 3 more zombies. One of them is a teacher zombie, and sayings like, teachers love brains, zombies eat brains, so you're safe. So these are the 3 stamp sets that I have to play with today. And then I am going to be working with sketch number 12 from the KCC 15 sketches today. So let's get started on our card. In addition to the Artful Angel stamps today, I am working with some scraps from my stash. I just found some Halloween scraps. I know the zombies don't necessarily have to be Halloweeny, but the zombie I decided to stamp and color, she is carrying a little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern basket, so I decided to go with the Halloween theme. So my scraps are not, or the first one is just a bit off of what the sketch 12 asked for. So Kendra's card challenge sketches, she gives you a cutting guide and sketches that help you take 6 6x6 sheets of patterned paper and turn them into 15 cards. So you can make a whole batch of cards at one time, or if you'd rather just make one individual card, she does give you the measurements on each individual sketch, and that's what I'm using now. So the polka dot strip, the one with the black and orange polka dots, the sketch actually calls for a 2 1/4 inch strip, but mine was just shy of that. So, and also I was using a smaller card mat than what her sketch calls for. So I adjusted my length. I think I ended up, it was about, my strip was just over 2 inches, and then I think I ended up going about 4 3/4 for the length. And then I also then reduced the mat size for that strip to, I think 5 by 2 1/4, just to make that work. Now the bat paper, there was enough of that I was able to just follow the sketch measurements just fine. Before I glue everything down, just kind of like to figure out the placement. So here is a zombie I ended up coloring. This is the second time I colored her. The first time, her outfit reminded me a lot of Little Bo Peep, so I went with the pink theme, but I didn't like it with my papers, so I redid her in some purples. And I did do that off camera because if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm not super comfortable coloring on camera because it's not one of my strengths. So, and then I essentially ended up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with her, so I kind of did that part off camera. I'm also going to go with the sentiment that says, if zombies chase us, I'm tripping you, nothing personal. It's the one I pointed out in the very beginning that was kind of my favorite, and I just thought it would make a cute Halloween card sentiment as well. So since this is the first time I'm using the stamp and I'm not using the Misty or anything, I just wanted to do a quick stamp to make sure it was going to stamp clearly, and it did. It stamped beautifully, but then the placement wasn't, like, I wanted to have a little more space on either side of the sentiment. In addition to that playlist that is down in the description box, there will also be a link to a video where you can find out how to download the KCC 15 printable if you haven't already. Kendra does Cards by Kendra does a new printable every quarter. We are now in September, which is the last month of the third quarter. So this is the last month of KCC 15, but you are still more than welcome to download and play along, make some cards with it. So that will be in the description box below, and there is also a giveaway link in the description box below. A form for a giveaway linked in the description box below. Words are very hard this morning for some reason. I haven't finished my coffee. So you can fill out that form and have a chance to win a prize from Cards by Kendra. And I think I mentioned it before, but Artful Angel is a super sponsor, and we are so grateful for our super sponsors and for Artful Angel. They provided us these products that we will be crafting with today, and they also donate prizes for the giveaways. So without all of the sponsors that we have for KCC 15, it would not we would not have as many of the goodies that we do. So we are grateful for them, and I am very grateful for Kendra for another quarter's amazing sketches and guide. The time that she puts into this and all of her effort are greatly appreciated, because doing these challenges each quarter are always so much fun. So thank you, Kendra, for that, and thank you, Artful Angel, for being a super sponsor again this quarter. So now I am actually adhering all the pieces of my card. The sketch actually calls for the sentiment to go up a little bit higher, but because my zombie completely filled that bat panel there, I decided to add my sentiment a little bit lower. I'm going to add fishtails to it. So if you haven't played along yet with Kendra's Card Challenge, there's a link to her Facebook group where you can also upload your photos for a chance to win a prize. Normally you can upload a full set of 15 cards for a chance at a prize once per month. So we are again in the last month of the quarter. So if you do want to participate, now's the time. And starting in October, we're going to have a whole new set of sketches to be playing with. So this will be the last video that I'm doing with KCC 15, but stay tuned for more new KCC 16 videos starting in October. I've glued my zombie girl down, and I'm going to add my sentiment. And then, like I said, I am going to turn this into a Halloween card. So I pulled a Halloween sentiment stamp from my stash, and I'm going to stamp that on the inside of the card. And I realized I've used the stamp many times before, and it stamps fine, but I realized that since I'm going directly onto the card base, I should really test it. I'm always scared when going direct to card base without using my MISTI. So I test it, it works fine, so I can go ahead and stamp that on the inside of my card. And I also always like to include some scraps from the card on the inside. So I had a strip of that bat paper left, so I'm just going to add a fishtail to one end, and we'll glue that in. And now we'll have a fun little Halloween card. I always like to add the scraps to the inside just to have a little bit of fun on the inside, but it's also a great way to use up some of the scraps that I may have left. And I never remembered to do this, but I decided that the card needed a little bit of something else, and so I pulled out my white pops of color, and I'm just going to do 3 dots, 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top, just to add a little bit of extra pizzazz on the card, and then the card will officially be finished. Here is the final look at my card. Again, please be sure to check all of that great information in the description box. Check out the playlist to see all of the other participants and what they have made with Artful Angel products this month. And I will link the stamps I used today in the description box, so you can check those out and check out Artful Angel. Thank you guys so very much for your time today, and hope you all have a very crafty day.